Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We should just open up with a Jeopardy question. So it's Friday, and that's Ben, and I'm Eytan. Welcome. What do you got? I'm not doing that whole thing again.
It's fine.
Right?
We'll add that to the collection of underground shows here at OddsShopper. The show before the show. Now we're ready to rock here. Happy Friday.
Yes, we're ready to go.
I see we got a lot of people in chat. Yeah, we were talking a little before we got on. You know, some people's work weekends on Friday. Some people have big things to do on the weekend. Stuff like that. But we're treated to game 4 tonight. We saw the Panthers cling to life last night. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to you, and I thought it was over.
Dead.
I kind of resigned myself to the fact they were going down 3-0, and they pulled out a big W there. Talk a little baseball, college baseball, WNBA. Maybe I'll complain about tennis. I don't know what's gonna happen in the show, but I'm a little excited to find out.
Over under has hit already, by the way. We had 63 and a half seconds over under as far as how fast somebody would time out Brandon Katz, and Mike, our esteemed producer, did it in the under. So if you had the under at plus 105, hit the window and cash that ticket. Look, the reality, Ben, is you buried the lead. Well, you pulled a me last night with you and I talking. I think that was either poker or Slack, whatever it was. Well, you pulled a me, which is normally I bitch to you about something going on, saying it's over, and then it flips around and it wins. How about yesterday? We come on here for the 3rd straight show with Rasa and Shander, the community parlay hits, for, I don't know, whatever time in whatever show, because it seems to be a normalcy. Not every time, but for a lot of times. The parlay that we built with the parlay builder hit. See, the one
that's good.
See, we hit 2 for the people, and I didn't even bring up the live run second inning play just to ruin your Friday. I
appreciate that. I already had I don't want any more nonsense. I was
Sean in the house.
Sean, one of the sharpest esports minds in the game. I watched a little esports this morning. I was watching absolute nonsense esports. It was, what the hell was I watching? I think it was Sprout. They were taking on someone egregious. Anyway, that's a story for another. CSGO.
Is that CSGO?
Oh yeah, but like low level.
Okay.
We're not gonna go down a wormhole of there.
Sean's like, oh man, I came to the right.
He doesn't even know. I've been watching Vitality sleepwalk through whatever the hell they're playing. We're not getting into that. I watched a great tennis match this morning. Alcaraz, it was right there. And then he cramped. And that was super disappointing. But
you didn't like my joke in the Discord?
What? No, because I lost money on that. So I wasn't.
Well, I tried to soften it up. I said more like Alcatraz.
Yeah, you
failed. You bet on him.
Miserably. Yeah.
Oh.
No. I like that. I like what's on the screen right now. We're just cycling through parlays that we have hit. We got a big task today to do it. Game 4 is upon us. Let's dive into. What do you say? You want to dive right into this, because we got a good show for you here. But I want to get to these NBA plays.
Absolutely. Now I have a couple already in the hopper working here, so I'm with you, man. I think looking at the board, we have Michael Porter Jr. right there at the top, right? Like that's our number 1 play. More so. Oh no, actually, hold on a second. Let me refresh, because I was in the wrong spot. How about this? Jamal Murray to record a double-double, all right, is plus. This seems like it's a little off, right? Like we just saw the guy with a triple-double, unless you think Miami is going to smoke and keep Jamal from most of the minutes. And for whatever reason, this is going to be the South Beach hangover, right? Tough to sit there for a couple of days with all the distractions and stuff. With that said, I mean, that's our number 1 play, is the edge from the plus 185 true odds market to plus 215 for Jamal Murray to get a double-double. So if you wanted to venture out, and this isn't me, you can't blame me. This is the tool right here telling us this is the number one EV play in the NBA tonight is Jamal Murray double-double.
I mean, he's coming off a triple-double. So I always like guys, it's not to the level of like a Jokic, obviously, but like Jamal Murray can distribute the ball. He can grab some boards too. We know the points is a given. So yeah, I get it. I don't really play a ton of those. I think you do want to treat them somewhat skeptically, but when you get a right line like that, no problem. I'm more fascinated in some of these other more traditional props on the Nuggets side too. That again, what did we say yesterday? That KCP one is still there and it's actually gone in our favor. So I'm really glad that I waited. I didn't feel the urgency to lock that down. Over 11.5 points, rebounds, assists is still up there at minus 114. You mentioned Porter Jr. over 5.5 boards. What is wrong? I mean, he still grabbed a handful of rebounds in the last game. Michael Porter Jr. has been terrible in the last couple games, just straight awful.
Yeah, I think if you expect, I was looking at this earlier in the day, if you expect Porter to bounce back from a scoring standpoint, I would bet this prop immediately. It's going to correlate with him getting more minutes, and it's going to correlate with him being on the floor and being in more rebounding situations. Look at the difference, Ben, between game one and the last two games. You don't have to unless you want to snap it up there, but I did this morning, and he played essentially the same amount or similar amount of minutes in the last two games, mightily struggling as he did in game one, or as far as just the 40-plus minutes that we saw in game one. So Michael Porter Jr. bouncing back, I think, from a scoring standpoint is going to open up everything here. There is the rebounds prop, which I love. We had this earlier. I don't know if it's still plus EV, but we had him simply going over an assist, getting one assist, which he hasn't had since game one. But again, being on the floor, that's a plus EV play. Don't you dare laugh at me. You think I got it from anywhere else? I got it from here.
I'm more laughing that, like, how can he not, with all the attention, with all the playmakers around him, you think he would be racking up assists, but that's just not the case.
Two straight games.
So that's really what we're going to have to try to infer here. And again, the market is the market. How much lower can it go? Because he was non-existent and he only played 21 minutes. Now, if you tell me he's not going, even if he plays terrible again, you're going to get 20-ish minutes from him, I'm all over these props because his rebounding really has been consistent. He had 7 boards in the last game, 6 in the game before, 13 when he played 43 minutes. I kind of treat it, I'm not saying it's the same, but I see some of like the Caleb Martin, as we've talked about. Caleb Martin was phased out, then he flashed again and boom, he was right over 30 minutes. So I think Michael Porter Jr., Braun and these guys have really stepped up, but this is a key player. And I think he'll have ample opportunities to contribute tonight, even if they do shake up some of the rotations.
I still have this bet outstanding, and I'm not giving up until the freaking final. Notice I said freaking, Ben. I cursed this morning, and I said the S word, and I thought to myself, but here's the thing. Now, you keep giving me access to stuff behind the scenes, like doing things in the company, then I'm going to figure some stuff out. I clicked when I uploaded my video that I said the S word in. I clicked the box that said this is not made for kids.
Yeah.
So aren't I covered?
Well, yeah, I mean, that does help, but it's a little more intricate than that. We don't give away all the trade secrets around here, but
not to me at least.
Yeah, not to you at least. That's classified.
Right.
But
so I'm not giving up on this bet. Porter to score 30 in any NBA Finals game is a 31-1 ticket. It's a 31-1 ticket. And look, it's dead. It's dead to rights right now. But how many times have you seen this story, right? This crazy story, Ben, about this 93-year-old woman who was put in the ice box and in the morgue, and then the day later she was alive the whole time, right? Like, just pops out and you're alive. You give me one game in which I can get 20 from MPJ tonight, we push on to game 5, we still have life. I'm not giving it out as a play. I'm just saying it's not dead yet.
It's pretty dead. But you just need him to play better because he's got to secure the minutes. That's step one. He's not shy. He could take 10, 11 threes in a game. We've seen it time and time again. Do you have a feeling because I did this a couple days ago and then you yelled at me. I like Denver again in the game. I really do.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take full control of the series. They out rebound them by 25 in game 3. They didn't shoot a good clip from 3. I'm not sure what Miami can do outside shooting unrealistically hot because they just don't have answers. And I think that if Denver survives some of the emotion early, and I think they will, Denver pulls away late. I like Denver again tonight.
So this morning I was looking at it, and where I played a side, if you will, was actually Denver first half. And I laid a half point for the Nuggets in the first half. It's Miami. It's Jimmy Butler. We've seen this team in the fourth quarter. I just didn't want to mess. I don't disagree with you, right? Like if somebody said you had to pick a side tonight, I would tail you all day. So I don't disagree with it. But I thought, all right, talent, to your point, we've seen Denver just cruise at times here when it's just been about talent, not about coaching, not about scheme. For whatever reason, Eric Spoelstra doesn't seem to want to move away from this zone, which lands Gabe Vincent up on Nikola Jokic far too often, I think, for anybody to really see, right? So, yeah, I think for me, Denver has the most control in the first half, and there's still less of a chance that Miami gets hot for an entire half as opposed to maybe a quarter. And I'm thinking that quarter is most likely going to be the fourth when they're down. So I took Denver first half. I also, to meet you halfway. All right.
Okay.
And we'll go back to the tool in a second here, but I also did, it's the return. It's the return of the down 10 to win prop.
Huh.
So I took the Denver Nuggets to trail by 10 and come back and win tonight. So that was my version of betting the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean,
I know you don't have any thoughts on that.
No, I don't really, but again, I do agree that this is not a hot take. This is just basketball. There are going to be stretches in this game tonight where Miami is in control. I have no doubt about that. And there's also going to be stretches where Denver is in control. I'm just hoping that Denver can limit it, not let the crowd get into it, and just hang around because there's going to be Jokic and Murray time. And when they take over, I'm not sure that Jimmy Butler and whoever wants to step up for Miami can match it. So that's my plan tonight. With that, I got some of the Nuggets props, Porter Jr. rebounds, KCP over 11.5 points, rebounds, assists. Do we just, I said this was generational wealth the last time. Do we just keep it simple and just go over 12.5 boards for Jokic again? It was 11.5 in the last game. They upped it by 1, but the guy is, he has 6, 7, 8 boards in the first quarter, it feels like.
Mac Hudson, real quick. Last I checked, and we'll check for you. Bruce Brown over 1.5 assists was actually popping. What's up, Joseph Morgan? Look, I'm with you, man. I am absolutely 100% with you. I added that. I went to the tool earlier and I looked at some of the strongest BetMGM plays, and I took Jokic 12+ boards, Porter 10+ points, KCP 8+, put that together. But the reason is, and those other two were popping, don't get me wrong, but the reason is because of Jokic and the 12.5 rebounds. And that's where I started. That was the first play for me. Absolutely. I think this of the 3 stats, so long as he's out there, this is the one I'm most confident and really for the rest of the series, right? Like even if for whatever reason he doesn't hit this, we go back to it the next game, it's still going to be these opportunities. I don't know what changes with Miami. I don't know how this zone all of a sudden negates rebounds from Jokic. So long as the Joker's out there, Ben, this prop is going to smash.
Yeah, I hear you. And he is going to be out there. Again, this is the NBA Finals where foul trouble, blowouts, things like that they're not relevant to how many minutes you get. Denver was up, 15 points with a minute left, and Jamal Murray's out there running around like that. You're not going to pull off guys off the court tonight. You're just not going to. So Jokic's going to play 40+ minutes in every scenario, and it really does help.
Do you honestly think though that if they're and look, this is a non-zero chance of happening. They've won game 3. The home court has already been negated, what have you. But you're down. Like Jimmy Butler was off the floor, right? Like that's my point. Is if you're down, if Miami responds in resounding fashion and Yeah, maybe Jokic is out a little too late. Maybe these other guys, it's hard in South Beach, man. It's
Yeah, that's what they're
hard.
doing.
It's hard. I guarantee you they did that after game 3. Come on, you think they went back to the hotel and played spades?
Well, they'll be ready tonight. He'll be playing. Even Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's sitting on the bench looking around. He still played 40 minutes in that game.
Yeah, I think, though, if the difference is that it's game 4 and you're heading home. So the only thing I would say is maybe Jokic is like, if they get blown out wire to wire, is that a concern with how much he'd be playing? Just that would be my question.
No,
Okay.
I really, really don't see any scenario outside him getting hurt where he doesn't play 40 plus minutes minimum. Even if they lose by 25 tonight and trailing wire to wire, they're not gonna pull off, maybe for 2 minutes at the end of the game, but that's about it. It's not like, oh, he won't play the fourth quarter like a normal regular season game. I wonder
if the Phillies. All right, so here's the thing: if the Phillies Dodgers win this, what do you think? Are you going to steal the NBA? Or are you going to give me?
No, I'm going to college baseball.
No matter what?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, does that mean that I have to go back to the WNBA? It's
you might.
You know, I publicly
if it works.
Disparage. Yeah, I guess so. We hey man, we hit the first half and the stupid game last night. All right. I told Ben I'm done. I'm done with the WNBA. And then the column is up magically today. Did Chat GPT write my WNBA column? How did that get out there?
Well, I wish I knew. I don't have the answers. But yeah, listen.
Go ahead.
No.
I was going to see if you had anything else in this game. You know, Kevin Love. Look, I think this is another one. Oh, I missed this. I'm sorry. There's another one that I really like. Actually, 2. I'll give you two quick ones that I like. They're both on BetMGM. Caleb, I think they're half unit plays. Actually, I'm going to put a full unit on Love, half unit on Martin, over 1.5 assists. Look, I think Caleb Martin is not going to be the story like he was in the Eastern Conference Finals, but you're at home. Role players seem to bounce back, play a little bit better. We already had our guy in the chat asking about Brown being a little cheeks, seeing how tough KCP, some other role players for Denver. I think Caleb Martin is going to be in a position where Eric Spoelstra's not going to give up on the guy. That can coexist. 2 assists can coexist. I love this. I can get 2 threes from Kevin Love. I can get that. I know I can get chances here from Kevin Love, and I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to bet that right now over 1.5 at plus 135 on BetMGM.
I like the Caleb Martin over 1.5 assists for sure. You're getting
don't like Love.
I'm fine with it
there. Oh, I thought you were going to hate on that one.
No, I mean, I don't think that's as good as what we got going on with, and I mean, even the results bear it out. You're a little better ROI on the Caleb Martin. He played 30 plus minutes in game 3. Plus 145 is out there, and that's the number you really want to target. And the one thing I'll say, you mentioned, it just always, and sometimes we gloss over this, maybe like a half unit or a full unit. Don't forget, when you sign up for your free trial, which again is below and running out, we have the bankroll tracker now embedded in OddsShopper, and it's going to tell you, doesn't mean you have to follow it, but it's going to tell you how many units or how many raw dollars you should put on the individual props to really maximize your output without doing stupid things and going bust, but also to make sure you get the most out of it. So that is another part. You just plug in your bankroll, you can change it and adjust it, and it's going to adjust right in real time. So make sure when you sign up for that free trial that you take advantage of the bankroll tracker, one of the more underrated features out there.
All right, here's the thing. First off, if you're not on BetMGM, because we're giving you this BetMGM prop and play here, all right? I just put it in the chat, the link to my parlay of the day video. You don't even need to watch the video. I'm not even asking you to watch the video. Go to that video, right? You can open up another window. And if you're not on BetMGM, there's a link below. We'll give you 2 free months of the Discord just for signing up at BetMGM. So that's not bad right there. Again, I just put the link in the chat. You'll get 2 free months on top of that. And then you can put whatever you want on Love or Caleb Martin. All right, that's what I got there as far as the NBA. You want to hit some promos? As I'm sweating out Aaron Rye, first round leader, which I do not think is going to happen.
Well, I mean, I hope you mean second round leader, because I got bad news if you're sweating the first round.
Oh, no. I meant 5th round leader. Sorry.
5th round. I got it. Makes sense.
I can do second innings. I can't do second rounds.
We've all been there. Can
fucking
any chance Murray can do it again? I mean, there's always a chance. That seems super far fetched though. That he's going to go back to back triple doubles. Anyway,
let me tell you something, man. Anybody can do some damage in a club. All right. It's South Beach. You don't even need to be out. Do you know what you can import? You don't even need to be like, people think, oh, it has to be a club. It has to be a club. People get into trouble in their hotel all the time in South Beach. All right. Some of that is even sent by the heat.
Okay. Well, Jokic is going to be fine. We got a boost related to him. Triple double boosted to plus 270, and the Nuggets have to win. Normally you'd say like, well, if the guy's triple doubling, they're going to win, but that's not the case because he seems to triple double every game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know if I want to mess with that. The VIG is the VIG, I guess, with this, so it could dictate if it's a good bet. But I don't typically like. I'd rather see what I can get from building it, right? So what is that? 270?
That's what you're getting, yeah.
Right. By the way, his rebound prop is already up to 13.
13 flat?
Yeah, 13.5. Right. Oh, it's and they win. Right. It's and they win.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It can be amazing value. I'm not physically betting that. I don't need to bet that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close. I'm just trying to look at it right now. 110 and a 165. Yeah, I think that's fine if you want to go that route and you like the Nuggets. I do like the Nuggets, but not one that you know, I think it works well in the sense that if you like Denver, the price definitely adds up. You're talking about Jokic is a coin flip to triple double minus 110. You can find the Nuggets money line in the minus 165. If you put those two together and you're getting positive correlation, it's definitely going to check out. So yeah, see plus 221.
Where are you getting the points element on a triple double for Jokic? Are you factoring in 10 points as far as the triple double itself? Because if you manually build, you can't get anything less than 20 plus points for Jokic.
No, I'm just
60 to 1.
I'm just looking at Jokic to get a triple double.
Right, but even that, like versus a manual, it's minus 110. Jokic 10 plus assists and rebounds, same game is minus 132.
No, but you're getting raked over the coals again. That's where there's no. You have to try to find lines that have a no. Like you can't bet
see a no to triple double
on DraftKings. I do.
No. FanDuel is what I'm talking about.
But it doesn't matter. Like I'm saying, okay, the actual Jokic to triple double, the like consensus. If we built true odds on it, it would be about plus 100. You know, even money. No doubt about it.
Okay.
Like that's just what you can't. If you take one-sided lines, it's going to be like, oh, he's minus 200 because they can say whatever they want.
Exactly. And I think looking like it for me, Jokic to be at plus 100 or like even money or hovering around that for a triple double is not something that I just would ever bet. Like I would never bet that. I don't care if it's the best bet on the planet. Like I would never bet even money for a guy to triple double personally. Like I would need more incentive than that because again, the manual builds of it to flip. And I know what you're saying about the yes and the no. I'm not negating that. I'm just saying it's just not something long-term that I would bet.
Without, you could bet
no. I think that the Jamal Murray one would be something that I would attack way more. To give you an example, like I would attack that Murray one way more than the Jokic one. That's all.
Yeah.
I think the Murray one's a fantastic bet.
On DraftKings?
Yes. No. The one, the one we had DraftKings. All right. So the superstar boost.
Yeah, I don't like the superstar boost.
Yeah. I mean, again, anything you want to add to that?
No, just 3 legs. Not great. It's about break even. That's one I think is more preference because you're not getting any value. And for me, that's an easy Easy pass. I didn't like it to begin with.
And look, as far as these boosts are concerned, how often do we talk about plays on here that are like, I just gave a couple of plus EV plays that you weren't thrilled about, right? That you wouldn't bet like that. Just because there is value on something doesn't mean you have to bet it. That's my whole point on the Jokic thing. Superstar. Oh no, we're back to BetMGM. They love this like staggering of the ladder, right? Jokic 30, Butler 25, Murray 3.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. When you're jumping through multiple hoops, now that's when you get in these type of boosts, of course, you're gonna apply them, and those are always good. Like where you can just boost as you build, or you get the 33% boost. Any of these type of boosts you're gonna use blindly. It doesn't matter what you bet. You still want to take a good bet, but those are a different category.
And it's gonna be the same. I mean, look, Strus, Lowry, and Vincent each making 2 threes, right? Okay.
None of that.
Again, if you look at some books are going to have Vincent already at 2.5. I don't know. I would rather just take a shot. Just curious to see what Vincent is. I mean, Vincent's plus 110, depending on where you shop it. Vincent's plus 110 alone to make 3 threes. I'd rather just bet that's assuming that, the market agrees with all that, but nothing there on the Caesars prop for you either, right?
No, the only boost that I'll be looking at tonight and playing is the FanDuel one.
Yeah. Okay. Are you really going to bet that?
Yeah. I mean, because again, I already like the Nuggets, and the numbers work out. Obviously, the 2 and 1's more important than the other. Let's be honest. Step 1 always is that it makes sense numbers wise, and then step 2 is like if I objectively like the Nuggets in the game, so it makes it a little easier. It kind of correlates nicely to what I wanted to do tonight anyway.
Well, I tell you, if CT Pan finds a way to finish atop this leaderboard after the second day, I'm done. I'm out.
CT Pan.
This is.
I haven't looked at the golf, but unless you're just saying things.
No, I'm not. I said it because I knew you would think you think I would be bluffing and just throwing a random name out here. No.
Oh yeah, he is moving up. Good.
Yeah, because you have him in DFS this week.
That's right. I do. CT Pan has 5 birdies, an eagle, and a double on the card. Okay. Yeah, well, he's not going to finish atop the board. If you're rooting against him, you got good news because he's got 4 straight monster par 4s coming up, and those holes are impossible.
Yeah, that's where I needed Rye to get really ahead of that before that stretch, but it's not going to happen. All right, let's look at this, man. We got, by the way, there are some other ones out there. The up by 2 promo put a piece out.
I had the Angels last night. Easy game once again.
So I don't want to say anything, right? I'll just tell you, go check out OddsShopper. There's another piece on that. We go through it. You can read that. You can check that out. We got a couple of affiliate clicks, I was told yesterday off that, Ben. So not bad. And
again, we just want to remind, we get new viewers every day. People who are like me, they put it off. You got a couple days left. If you want to test these tools out for free, Monday, no more. The offer ends on June 12th. So if you want to click that link and be in for the full week and see what's going on and test these tools for yourself, last couple days to do it. And if you don't, of course, we totally respect that. You won't be able to ever test drive it for free. That's all.
It's a big one here.
Oh yeah, prize picks. No. Let's go, Mr. Staff.
Okay, so we need to do the community parlay here. We need to build a parlay because both hit last night, and we're going right back to this machine here.
Your world. I'm just living in it, my friend. Where are we going for the parlay?
Are you sure?
What? Well, what could you say that would
my world? And
well, no, that part was half true.
I'm inclined to go to BetMGM. Actually, unless there's going to be some major revolt on the chat, I'm actually inclined to go to BetMGM. Are you okay with that?
Doesn't matter to
BetMGM or DK. I mean, you're not going to bet it either way, even though it hit. I mean, this is like the one thing where you actually should be betting as much as we've been hitting these. All right, let's go to BetMGM. Let's go to BetMGM. Okay, Mike, let's do this, please, sir. Let's get rid of everything except Jeff Green over 5.5 PRA. We'll start in the NBA. We'll work our way through. Okay. Now, you see a couple, and I know where Ben's going to go. That's why I wanted to start here. Do you want to swap this right out with Jokic over 12.5 boards? The other one, and I knew I saw this, it was worked in on one of the videos I did earlier today, Ben, but there's that assist prop from Michael Porter Jr. There it is. There's that one stinking dime.
These are all good spots.
They are. They really are.
Yeah. So I'm pretty comfortable with any of these positions for the Nuggets. If you want to go strictly by the numbers, you should go Jeff Green. If I was just choosing, the rest of them are all pretty similar. Give me Jokic over 12.5 boards would be my choice.
Okay. Now, it's not, I mean, it's technically, we're splitting a hair too, but that's fine. So Jokic over 12.5 rebounds, right?
Yeah. Guy's a machine. I don't know how they stop him. Bam has been great, and he's still pulling down 20 boards a game. It's a joke.
Okay, now it gets a little tight. Gets really tight.
All right, where are we going?
Manny Machado, 1 RBI tonight.
What?
Manny Machado, you got to scroll down. It's a plus EV leg.
Is it?
It is. And right, it's above 0, sir.
Okay,
I learned it from watching you.
You like to live dangerously. Lucky we don't round on these tools. There you go.
Let's add Machado. All right, now sure. You do whatever the hell you want. You do whatever you want to add. Tony Ward in there. Taylor Ward in there.
I do. Taylor Ward under a half of RBI.
You really do?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we? It's the best bet on the board.
Should we just add Jock Peterson then too? Jace Peterson?
Yeah, you could. I mean, all of these are really good bets. Hell of a lot better than the Machado one for sure.
The Machado one is balancing out. It's adding some seasoning to your steak. You just want to eat this thing with nothing on it.
Well, if we take your plays, we're not going to have any food to eat. So I'm trying to just
We just hit last night off my play.
Yeah, because of Yoshida. We weren't down where the scroll bar is like, it minimizes.
Wait a second.
No.
Ben,
yes?
Do we need to go to the tape? Drew Smiley was a 0, I believe. Or he was like a, okay.
Yeah, what do we say? He's gonna do nothing. Hey, we shorted Drew Smiley because the Angels knocked him around. So.
You are so full of it. All right.
That's right. It's a spin zone, baby.
It is. Are you okay with this? Let's see if the community is as well here. Okay. That's it. Like, are you okay with that parlay?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You could do a lot with that. You could even, if you wanted to, this is the type of parlay where you could run two leg round robins and get every combination of those, spread it out differently instead of going all or nothing where it's like, oh, there's a 4 leg. Or you could run round robins with 3 legs there too. So there's a lot you could do with that.
Monahan wants us to dump Machado. I knew it. As soon as we went to BetMGM, I knew, because he's everywhere. Like, I think the news god is not a person. I think he's like an artificial. I think he really is. I think he's an AI, like something advanced, because he is everywhere. He will be posting a 3-leg same game parlay in my Discord channel as he is policing some ass face in like the Stochastic Premium Golf channel while responding to Adam in a show for like the Live Before Lock. I'm telling you that there is no way he is that omnipotent, but I knew he would be here asking for a fan. As soon as I went BetMGM, I knew it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Okay. Well, we could take a quick peek at FanDuel. Maybe we throw a couple out.
I got to put this thing together before I go off the screen, because I'm going to be the only one that's going to provide screenshots once this hits, since you're not betting these.
No.
So why don't you look at FanDuel with Mike real quick, and I'll talk. Yeah,
I mean, FanDuel's got some easy. Like, to me, it's not simple, but I know what I would want to do over there. And these plays, I'm on board with. We got Gabe Vincent over 13.5 points at plus 104. really good X win, really healthy expected value. That's probably the one you're going to really build around. You've got not Lee Trevino, but whoever this guy is, Jose Trevino. Okay. For the Yankees to record a hit, -150. Even those two, you're talking about plus 240 right there. And then you've got a million other spots. With FanDuel, you can do some things with like same game parlay pluses. You could put Contreras in there to record a hit. You get over 4-1. That's probably how I would do it. Would just be take the top 3 on the board, Vincent, Trevino, and Contreras. Over 4-1, 21% X win. I'm there. That's more my speed, and that's how I'd go about it.
You like that one better than the one that we build on BetMGM?
Yeah.
Are you going to bet that one?
Yeah. See, this is because you're taking, and you can see it right with the expected value, 12%. You're taking 3 props that all have pretty solid edges individually, and you're combining them. And for me, that's something that is very, very powerful when you're doing it. So
what was it one more time?
We got Vincent over 13.5 points at plus 104, Jose Trevino to record a hit, and Wilson Contreras to record a hit. Just a 3-leg parlay plus 423 and change.
Okay. Now I'll bet the BetMGM one. You bet the FanDuel one.
Got it.
You all right with that?
Yeah, we got it.
You sure about that? Because I want to see slips.
Okay. I got it. Got it covered.
You want to run the board real quick before we get out of here or what?
What board?
Well, the OddsShopper premium board. You know, we've got oh, you thought I meant Jeopardy?
No, I didn't. I'm afraid to. I have to ask what you mean because before we know it, I say, yeah, let's do it. And then you're filming me getting waterboarded. Like I got to be careful when I just say, yeah, sure.
All right. I'm sorry. Community parlay.
Yeah. Don't forget the community parlay.
Oh no, I won't. I just brought it up for sure. Pop culture. This is the single round of Jeopardy. Pop culture for 200. In 2013, this musical based on an animated movie became the first show to gross $1 billion on Broadway. Run the board, Ben.
I don't know anything about pop culture.
Okay. That's The Lion King. You missed that.
The Lion King. That's quite easy, but no, I never.
For 400. All right. She and Cher are the only pair of Best Actress Oscar winners to have #1 hits on the Billboard Top 40. No way you get this.
Barbra Streisand.
No, it's actually. Wait a second. How the hell did you nail that? Good job.
What do you think? I'm got to bounce back from The Lion King. I balanced it out.
A 1999 sale of her effects included a baseball signed by Joe DiMaggio and a conversion certificate signed by Arthur Miller. Oh, look at that. You didn't even let you buzzed in before.
Now. Yeah.
All right. Last one. In response to anti-tobacco protests, this toy gave up its attachable pipe in 1987.
G.I. Joe. I don't know.
Attachable pipe. Where's my pipe? What happened to my pipe?
What's the answer? Before you get your props.
I don't know where they went. Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. Never, ever, ever would I have got that. He has a monocle.
If they had pop culture on the Jeopardy that you got in, you would have been cooked. You know that?
Yes, that's true. I would have been in big trouble. Then again, I studied when I was in my Jeopardy phase. All right, community parlay time. Yep. Let's go.
I was going to ask, oh man, the Nuggets pulled it out. All right, Denver -3.5, so you don't have to worry about this.
Good.
Now, why don't you just get your college baseball fix out of the way?
Sure. All right. Then, well, let me make sure we're going to DraftKings, I assume. Yeah.
The best number for Denver.
That's what I'm checking. What's this stupid thing?
3.5. Here. DraftKings.
DraftKings. Boom. Yep. All right. To the streets. This is pretty simple. 6 o'clock start. Florida Gators -1.5. Just for you. I could take them on the money line, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna live a little. Florida Gators -1.5, -105. South Carolina swept them during the regular season. But you know what? That was in Columbia. This is in Gainesville, game 1. Both teams have their pitching staffs in line. Florida faced double elimination games against Texas Tech. They came through those games. They've got a top 3 pick in this draft. They're a deeper team. They're a better team. 37-5 at home this year. 20-10 in the SEC. They're the better team. They're going to show it today. They may not win this series, but they're going to win game 1.
Okay.
TCU is also amazing. There's no doubt about it. I do respect the Horned Frogs in that game, but Indiana State's an enigma. I don't want anything to do with that team.
Speaking of respect, total respect, where you go run line, not money line, even though you gave both out in the Discord, and you did not tank. Thank you. You did not tank this parlay with a -180 play. Thank you.
That was for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's keep this short, sweet, and simple. The Dream are still somehow getting 7.5 at home. The Atlanta, the Dream, baby. The Dream. It's either that. Oh, no, you know what? You know what it is? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this instead. Let's do this instead. We're on DraftKings. I'm going to sacrifice a hook just for you. Shop this line. You can get it at 3.5. You can get it at 3.5. But I'll sacrifice here for the betterment of the community. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more fever. Indiana fever +3.
The fever.
The fever. I got a fever. I got a fever. Okay? I got a fever. All right? There you go. Indiana fever +3. Should be 3.5. Make sure you shop that. Now that's a parlay, my friend. That is a parlay. All right.
Beautiful.
Got a bunch of people watching. Thumbs up. Subscribe on the way out, please. We thank you. Follow us on Twitter at JazzRazDFS, at Shander Show. You have any questions, you have anything at all, you can hit the two of us, Lindy and Isaiah, in the Discord. Make sure, though, even if you join that you sign up for Chalkboard. That's free. Laufey, Ehrenberg, those guys are crushing it in there. You've got 25, probably up to 3K now. That's a gigantic, fun community. You can post tickets. You can sweat. You can do a lot of cool things going on there. So we want you a part of both, but make sure you sign up there as your base for sure. And my God, I mean, Ben's going to remind you before we get out of here one more time, but Sunday. Why even put it off? You're here with us right now. Sign up for the free link. It's below. A free week. That's going away on Sunday.
It is. Good luck, though. Have a great weekend, everyone. If you have questions, hit us up. But for me, for Mike and Eytan, again, just enjoy the weekend. And we will be back Monday for Game 5.